Chosen one, stop right now and pay attention. What I'm about to reveal will completely change your life. Do you feel that movement in your spirit? It's God's love filling every empty space in your soul at this exact moment. It's not a coincidence you're watching this video. It's an urgent divine call. You're being prepared for an immediate transformation. Can you feel the emptiness inside you beginning to disappear? Or will you continue allowing scarcity to dominate your life? Pause this video now, leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and comment fullness to activate this channel of blessings. I need you to listen carefully, because what comes next is the key to your overflow. Chosen one, there's a space within you that nothing in this world has ever been able to fill. An emptiness that has consumed your strength, your hopes, and your peace for so long. You've tried everything: relationships, achievements, momentary pleasures, status, material possessions. But nothing, absolutely nothing, has managed to close that hole in your soul. But now something extraordinary is happening. God's love, in its infinite magnitude, is flowing directly into that emptiness. It's like a cascade of light invading the deepest darkness. It's like precious oil being poured into a vessel dried up by time. Each drop of this divine love is sealing the cracks in your wounded soul. The bottomless hole is being closed at this very moment, and it's not a temporary or superficial closure. It's a complete, deep, and permanent restoration. Divine love doesn't just fill the emptiness, it transforms the very nature of your being. Where there was absence, now there is presence. Where there was pain, now there is healing. Where there was despair, now there is unshakable hope. You can feel this change happening. It's as if every cell in your body were awakening to a new reality. The hole that consumed you no longer has the same power over you. Its edges are being sealed by the supernatural touch of the Creator. This is the divine moment of your turnaround. For so many years, you tried to ignore this emptiness. You tried to disguise it with forced smiles and frantic activities. You tried to numb it with temporary distractions, but it always returned, didn't it? Always hungrier, always more demanding. But this cycle of pain has come to an end. Divine love is working in the depths of your being, reaching places you didn't even know existed. It's a love that understands your pain without judgment. It's a love that accepts your imperfections without conditions. It's a love that restores without leaving scars. When God's love begins to fill the emptiness of your soul, an inexplicable peace takes over you. A peace that transcends all human understanding. A peace that remains firm even in the most challenging circumstances. This peace is not just the absence of problems, but the constant presence of the divine in any situation. The hole in your soul wasn't created by chance. It was specifically designed to be filled by the Creator's love. Nothing else could fit perfectly in that space. It's like a unique key for a special lock. The emptiness that tormented you was, in fact, an invitation to the deepest communion with the divine. Now, with each moment, this love continues to flow, filling every dark corner, every painful memory, every abandoned hope. It's an ongoing process of transformation. The hole is not only being closed, but is being transformed into a well of spiritual abundance from which blessings will flow for you and everyone around you. This is not an empty promise for a distant future. It's a reality that's already happening at this exact moment. Divine love is already acting, already filling, already restoring. You may not see it yet with your physical eyes, but your spirit already recognizes this truth. Your inner being is already responding to this call of fullness. Receive this manifestation with open arms. Allow divine love to complete its work in you. Don't resist, don't doubt, don't hesitate. This is your moment of complete healing, full restoration, limitless fullness. The hole in your soul is being closed forever by God's unconditional and transforming love. Chosen one, for a long time you sought to fill your emptiness with material things. More money, more possessions, more status, more achievements. You accumulated, bought, acquired, but the emptiness only grew. Because what was really missing in your life wasn't things, it was people. It wasn't possession, it was presence. And not just any presence, but the divine presence that transforms everything. Now at this exact moment, you're being surrounded by this transformative presence. It's around you like a protective mantle. It's inside you like a flame that never goes out. It's above you like a covering of grace. It's below you like an unshakable foundation. The divine presence is filling every dimension of your existence. This presence isn't something you can touch with your hands or see with your physical eyes, but you can feel it with every fiber of your being. It's like the air we breathe, invisible but essential for life. It's like gravity, imperceptible but fundamental to our stability. The divine presence now permeates every aspect of your reality. What you sought in relationships, professional achievements, moments of pleasure was, in fact, this presence. You longed to be truly seen, deeply known, and completely loved. And that's exactly what the divine presence is bringing to your life now. An intimate knowledge of your being, an unreserved love for who you are, a complete acceptance of all your imperfections. The difference between things and presence is like the difference between a picture of a banquet and the real experience of tasting each dish. Things can point to satisfaction, but only presence can truly satisfy. Things wear out over time, lose their shine, their value, their ability to impress. But the divine presence renews itself at every moment, deepens with the passage of time, becomes more precious each day. You are being surrounded by this presence now. It's flowing into you like crystal waters, filling every crack, every fissure, every empty space. This presence brings with it peace that transcends any understanding, joy that doesn't depend on circumstances, love that knows no limits, wisdom that illuminates the darkest paths. When the divine presence occupies your inner space, all false presences are exposed and lose their power. The voices of condemnation, painful memories, paralyzing fears, debilitating insecurities, all of this is displaced by the light of the divine presence. It's like when we turn on a light in a dark room, the shadows simply disappear. The divine presence isn't just emotional or spiritual, it affects every dimension of your existence. Your physical body responds with healing and vitality. Your mind clears and finds focus. Your emotions stabilize and gain depth. Your relationships renew and flourish. Your creativity expands and gains new expressions. Your perspective on the world broadens and gains new meanings. This presence that now surrounds you isn't temporary or conditional. It's not something that goes away when you make a mistake or when circumstances become challenging. It's a constant, unshakable, eternal presence. It's a presence that declared, "I will never leave you, never forsake you." And this declaration isn't subject to revisions or cancellations. The miracle happening in your life now is that you're awakening to this reality. Your spiritual eyes are opening to perceive what has always been there, the loving and constant presence of the divine. The veil that separated you from this perception is being removed. The mist that obscured your spiritual vision is dissipating. Now you understand that you never needed to chase after things to feel complete. What you really needed was this presence that now completely envelops you. Let it fill every empty space. Let it heal every wound. Let it transform every aspect of your life. You are surrounded by divine love, by the transformative presence that renews everything. This is your moment of fullness. Chosen one, that deep pain that consumed your energy for so long is being transformed at this very moment. The space that was previously occupied by suffering, anguish, sadness is now being filled by the restorative divine presence. This isn't just any pain. It's that pain you thought would never be healed, that wound that seemed would never scar over. You know this pain well. Sometimes it seemed to have a life of its own, didn't it? Like an unwanted guest who refused to leave. Like a weight you carried day after day, year after year. Like a shadow that followed you even in the brightest moments. This pain shaped your way of seeing the world, of relating to people, of planning your future. But now, a miracle is happening inside you. The divine is occupying that same space. Where there was pain, now there is healing. Where there was despair, now there is hope. Where there was darkness, now there is light. It's a supernatural transformation happening in the depths of your being, a divine alchemy that turns lead into gold. The pain that consumed you isn't simply disappearing, it's being transformed into purpose. Each wound is becoming a source of wisdom. Each scar is becoming a testimony of overcoming. Each moment of anguish is becoming a portal to a deeper understanding of life and the divine. This is a process of spiritual transmutation. The divine wastes nothing, not even your pain. What the enemy planned for your destruction is being converted into an instrument for your elevation. The pain that seemed to be your end is revealing itself as the beginning of something extraordinary in your life. The space of pain is being occupied, but not in a superficial or temporary way. It's not like putting a bandage over a deep wound. It's a healing that starts from the inside out, from the roots to the fruits. It's a cellular, molecular, atomic transformation. Every particle of your being is being reorganized by the divine touch. You can feel this change happening. There are moments when you catch yourself thinking about that pain and realize it no longer has the same power over you. There are moments when you visit those memories and notice they no longer provoke the same reactions. There are moments when you face situations similar to those that hurt you and realize your response is completely different. This transformation doesn't mean you'll forget what happened. It means the memory will no longer have the power to hurt you. It doesn't mean the scar will disappear. It means it will no longer limit your movements. It doesn't mean the past will be erased. It means it will no longer determine your future. The divine is occupying the space of pain with unconditional love. A love that doesn't retreat in the face of your deepest wounds. A love that isn't intimidated by your darkest traumas. A love that isn't frightened by your most paralyzing fears. This love is flowing to every corner of your being, bringing healing, restoration, and renewal. Allow this transformation to happen completely. Don't resist the divine process. Don't cling to familiar pain out of fear of the unknown. Don't identify so much with your suffering to the point of not recognizing who you are without it. You are much more than your pain. You are an infinite being, endowed with unlimited potential, destined for spiritual greatness. As the divine occupies the space of your pain, a new identity is being born in you. An identity no longer defined by suffering, but by overcoming. No longer shaped by wounds, but by healing. No longer limited by traumas, but expanded by transformation. You are ceasing to be a victim of circumstances to become a co-creator of your reality. What consumed you is being transformed into fuel for your life mission. The pain that seemed to be your biggest problem is revealing itself as part of the solution for many lives. The suffering that seemed meaningless is gaining purpose in the great divine tapestry. Nothing was in vain, nothing is being wasted. Everything is being redeemed and transformed by the divine love that now occupies the space of your pain. Chosen one, at this exact moment, you are being completely surrounded by a love that defies all human logic. A love that doesn't depend on your merits, that isn't based on your achievements, that doesn't diminish in the face of your failures. An unconditional love that flows continuously without interruption, without hesitation, without limitation. This love is reaching you now like a powerful wave that sweeps everything before it. It's dissolving layers of guilt you've carried for so long. It's melting walls of shame you built around your heart. It's undoing chains of self-deprecation that have kept you prisoner for years. This love knows no barriers and doesn't respect the limits you imposed on your own capacity to be loved. Nothing, absolutely nothing you've done has pushed God away from you. The mistakes you consider unforgivable, the decisions you bitterly regret, the words you wish you'd never said, the actions you wish you could undo, none of this created even an inch of distance between you and divine love. The separation you felt was just an illusion created by your own limited perception. In fact, in the moments when you felt most abandoned, divine love was even closer, enveloping you like a mother who embraces more strongly the child who cries. In the periods when you felt most unworthy, divine love was pouring even more abundant grace upon you. When you tried to hide out of shame, divine love was illuminating every dark corner to find you. This unconditional love isn't just an abstract concept or a beautiful idea. It's a tangible, palpable, real force that's acting in your life at this exact moment. It's a love that heals deep emotional wounds with the same power with which it restores physical cells. It's a love that recreates internal realities with the same authority with which it formed the universe. It's a love that transforms broken identities with the same grace with which it transforms caterpillars into butterflies. You are being surrounded by this love, not because you deserve it, but because it's who you truly are. Your deepest essence, your true being, was woven from this same love. You are not a stranger trying to earn approval. You are a child returning to the embrace that was always yours by right. You are not begging for love. You are awakening to the love that has always been the very substance of your being. When you understand that nothing can separate you from this love, an inexplicable freedom takes hold of your soul. Freedom from the fear of not being enough. Freedom from the anxiety of being rejected. Freedom from the pressure of having to prove yourself worthy. Freedom from the exhaustion of trying to earn what has already been given to you freely. This freedom opens space for you to live more authentically, more fully, more aligned with your true nature. The unconditional love that surrounds you now isn't just healing, it's also transformative. It doesn't just restore what was broken, but elevates you to a new level of existence. It's like a refining fire that doesn't just purify, but also strengthens. This love is revealing potentials in you that you didn't even know existed. It's awakening gifts that were dormant. It's activating an inner wisdom that transcends your intellect. Your response to this unconditional love doesn't need to be perfect. You don't need to understand it completely to receive it. You don't need to deserve it to enjoy it. All you need to do is surrender to it. Allow it to flow through you. Let it dissolve the resistances your ego created. Unconditional love demands nothing in return, but when you fully receive it, your natural response will be to love back. This love is surrounding you not just for your personal well-being, but so that you become a channel of this same love for others. As you experience the depth of this unconditional love, you become capable of offering a similar love, not identical in perfection, but similar in nature. You begin to see others through the lenses of divine love, seeing beyond appearances, beyond behaviors, to the precious essence of each being. Nothing you've done, nothing you do, nothing you will do can push this love away from you. It is constant like the sunrise, faithful like the seasons, eternal like time itself. It's a love that was present before your birth and will remain beyond your physical death. It's a love that knows you completely and still loves you totally. Chosen one, receive now this unconditional love that is completely surrounding you and allow it to transform every aspect of your existence. Chosen one, that deep loneliness you carried within you, that silent emptiness that screamed even when you were surrounded by people, is being completely undone now. A divine, constant, and unchanging companionship is filling the most intimate spaces of your being. This is a powerful promise. You will never feel truly alone again. The inner loneliness that tormented you wasn't just the absence of people around you. It was something much deeper, wasn't it? It was an existential isolation, a feeling of not being truly understood, of not being completely seen. It was like being in a room full of people, but still feeling invisible, like speaking and feeling that no one was really listening, like smiling on the outside while crying on the inside. This inner loneliness often led you to seek fulfillment in places that only increased your emptiness. Superficial relationships that seemed promising at first, but that revealed themselves as insufficient. Temporary distractions that offered momentary relief, but left an even greater emptiness when they passed. Achievements that seemed significant until they were reached, only to reveal that they weren't what you were really looking for. But now, something extraordinary is happening. The divine presence is entering the most intimate chambers of your heart, the most hidden recesses of your soul. This presence isn't superficial or passing. It's deep, constant, eternal. It's not like the human presence that can be here today and gone tomorrow. It's a presence that declared, "I will be with you every day until the end of time." You can feel this divine companionship establishing itself within you. It's like a warmth that begins at the center of your being and gradually spreads to every part of your existence. It's like a soft light that illuminates even the darkest corners of your soul. It's like a gentle voice that whispers truths of love and acceptance in moments of silence. This divine presence is undoing your loneliness because it knows you completely and loves you totally. It knows your most secret thoughts, your deepest fears, your most intimate desires. It knows parts of you that even you don't know yet. And even with this complete knowledge, it loves you without reservation, without conditions, without hesitation. When you truly understand that you're never alone, that you're always in the presence of this perfect love, a deep peace establishes itself in your heart. The fears that arise from loneliness begin to dissipate. The fear of being abandoned, the fear of not being loved, the fear of being forgotten, the fear of facing life's storms without support. All these fears lose their power when you recognize the constant companionship that dwells in you. This divine presence that is undoing your inner loneliness isn't passive or distant. It's active and deeply involved in every aspect of your life. It's there to celebrate your victories, however small they may seem. It's there to comfort your pains, however insignificant others may consider them. It's there to guide your decisions, however trivial they may seem. It's there to inspire your creativity, however simple your expressions may be. As this inner loneliness is undone, you begin to experience relationships in a completely new way. You no longer seek in others what only the divine can offer. You no longer place impossible expectations on human relationships. You no longer desperately cling to people for fear of being alone. Instead, you approach others from a place of fullness, offering love instead of begging for attention. This transformation doesn't mean you'll never feel moments of loneliness again. It means that even in those moments, you'll have the deep awareness that you're not really alone. The feeling of loneliness may come like a passing cloud, but it can no longer establish itself as a permanent condition of your soul. The divine presence that now dwells in you will be an anchor that will keep you firm, even in the most intense storms. The promise that you'll never feel truly alone again isn't just for moments of joy and celebration. It's especially for moments of pain and challenge. In the darkest valleys, in the longest nights, in the most intense battles, the divine presence will be there, more perceptible than ever, like a star that we can only see clearly when the night is truly dark. Chosen one, receive this transformative truth. Your inner loneliness is being completely undone by the divine love that now dwells in you. You will never walk alone again. You will never face your challenges without support. You will never carry your burdens without help. The divine companionship that now fills your inner being is your eternal treasure, your non-negotiable inheritance, your immutable reality. You will never be alone again. Chapter 6. What emptied you will no longer have dominion. You have been filled with fullness. Chosen one, those forces that emptied you for so long, the paralyzing fears, the devouring anxiety, the incessant worries, the corrosive guilt, the suffocating shame, are losing their dominion over you at this exact moment. A new power is establishing itself in your life. A superior authority is taking control. You have been filled with divine fullness, and nothing will be able to steal this from you again. For years, perhaps decades, you felt your vital energy being drained by forces that seemed greater than you. Like a vessel with cracks, no matter how much you tried to fill yourself with hope, with joy, with peace, there was always a constant leakage. Exhaustion was your frequent companion, discouragement your regular visitor. You wondered if you would ever be able to maintain the filling without feeling constantly emptied. But now, a supernatural turnaround is happening. Divine fullness is not like anything else you have experienced before. It's not temporary, like the excitement of a new conquest. It's not conditional, like human approval. It's not limited, like the resources of this world. Divine fullness is eternal, unconditional, and infinite, and it's flooding your being at this exact moment. What previously emptied you is losing its authority over you. Those negative thoughts that consumed your mental energies can no longer take root in your mind. Those destructive emotions that drained your emotional strength no longer find shelter in your heart. Those harmful habits that diminished your physical vitality no longer exert the same power over your choices. This fullness that now fills you isn't just the absence of emptiness. It's the positive and active presence of the divine in you. It's like the difference between a room without furniture and a room beautifully decorated and full of life. The emptiness has not only been eliminated, but replaced by something infinitely more valuable. Every corner of your being is being filled with divine attributes: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, faithfulness. The divine fullness that now inhabits you is inexhaustible. No matter how much you give, it will never run out. No matter how much you share, it will never diminish. No matter how many challenges you face, it will never empty. It's like a fountain that doesn't depend on rain because it's connected to an infinite underground ocean. It's like a light that doesn't fear darkness because its brightness comes from within, not from outside. The dominion of emptiness has been broken in your life. The invisible chains that kept you in a perpetual cycle of emptying have been broken by the power of divine fullness. You have been freed from the tyranny of spiritual, emotional, and mental leaks that for so long sucked your energy and obscured your brightness. This new reality brings with it a sacred responsibility. You now have the privilege and duty to protect the fullness that dwells in you, not allowing old thought patterns to reclaim territory. Not yielding to behaviors that previously emptied you, not believing in lies that try to convince you that nothing has changed. The truth is that everything has changed because you have been filled with a fullness that transcends circumstances. As you live from this fullness, you'll notice significant changes in how you face life. Decisions that previously seemed overwhelming now become clearer. Relationships that previously drained you now transform or naturally move away from your life. Challenges that previously seemed like insurmountable mountains now reveal themselves as opportunities for growth. You're not just fuller, you're operating from a completely new place. This fullness isn't just for your personal benefit. You have been filled to overflow, to become a channel of blessings for others who still live under the dominion of emptiness. Your fullness will be a living testimony that there's an alternative to the existential emptiness that afflicts so many. Your words will carry weight because they'll come from a place of authenticity. Your actions will inspire because they'll demonstrate a source of power beyond the human. What emptied you has really lost its dominion because it cannot coexist with the divine fullness that now dwells in you. It's like trying to fill a glass with water and oil at the same time. One necessarily displaces the other. Divine fullness is displacing every vestige of emptiness in your being, every dominion of forces that emptied you, every influence of energies that diminished you. Chosen one, rejoice in this powerful truth. You have been filled with a fullness that will never end, never diminish, never disappoint you. Allow this reality to take over every aspect of your life. Live from this place of spiritual abundance. Let your cup overflow to bless the thirsty around you. What emptied you will no longer have dominion over you, because you are now complete, full, whole in the divine presence that dwells in you.